Sweet Briar was a very busy spring and summer.
Plans to close Sweet Briar College.
Sweet Briar College closing down in Virginia.
Sweet Briar College announced that it's shutting down this summer
because the schools are short of cash.
My first reaction when the news hit was I called my parents and I wanted to come home.
The night before, worrying about this test that I had the day of the meeting, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this test is the biggest thing that I have to do. And then after that, learning this, I was just blown away.
My phone blew up. Literally, my iPhone had so many text messages and calls coming in. Sweet Briar College is closing. And I couldn't believe it. I was just overcome, as I think all of my fellow alumni were.
I learned about Sweet Briar closing through the email that was sent from our interim president. I had never gotten an email from him before, so I was curious. When I read the email, I was stunned, and the first thing I did was I forwarded it to my husband and said, can they do this?
Where it really all sort of came to a head and came together was Facebook and social media. But really Facebook was the place. A couple of different groups came together, women from all over the country, from different generations and different classes, came together on Facebook. I often tell people that this whole Saving Sweet Briar movement could not have happened 15 years ago without social media. Social media gave all of these people a place where they could come together, and it otherwise couldn't have happened. So they got together, they began to talk about what was going on. It was a place where they could vent their anger, and everybody could really express their anger about what was happening and begin to talk about what to do about it. And that's when this group of women, this group of Sweet Briar women, really turned their anger into action.
He was on evening conference calls with the Major Guest Task Force. He spoke with Teresa Tomlinson and Mary Pope Hudson daily. Our office was actually the physical campaign office for Saving Sweet Briar.
And so while that was all happening, the legal and the communications teams were hard at work. There was another communications team. We were developing the case for support. And so the announcement was on March 3rd. By March 19th, we had our first meeting of all of the major donor task force and those that were already organized into what I call the crowdfunding source online, the Saving Sweet Briar Inc. website. And so in a matter of just the first 30 to 45 days, we raised $10 million.
I think the Saving Sweet Briar campaign was successful because we believed in it. We all came together. We loved working with each other. We loved hearing each other's stories. We knew that Sweet Briar was worth saving. We knew that in a day when women's education is so important and so vital, that to let go of an institution whose sole purpose is to educate women seems insane.
Hands down, I hope for increased enrollment for Sweet Briar's future. Sweet Briar breeds strong women leaders, and I think our society could certainly use more of those. I had an incredible opportunity, and I'd truly like to see more women get to experience what I experienced.
What do I hope for Sweet Briar's future is a loaded question. The only reason I say that it's loaded is because I wish for the world.
Sweet Briar will set itself apart going forward to be the most distinctive liberal arts college in America for women. David King's strategic advice and that of his team at Alexander Haas truly were instrumental in helping us save the college.
They were so behind the scenes that that not very many people know how much they really did contribute, and I think it's important that they get recognized for the work that they did.
People seem to think we went above and beyond the call of duty with what we did for Saving Sweet Briar by setting up a campaign office and a dedicated phone line and processing all of their gifts and pledges. But really, one of our core values at Alexander Haas is to do whatever it takes to make our clients successful. In this case, it was that, providing infrastructure. But whatever it takes for every client is what we're going to do to make sure they succeed.